It's that time to talk about this piece. So I started this painting around 2021, 2022. So it was roughly around 3, 4 years ago. This was an idea I had floating around in my head. I had drawn it down in one of my sketchbooks. If I can find it, I'll show you a picture of it. With what I wanted to do with this painting, I knew it was going to be too big of an idea for me to do it on a smaller canvas. I mean, I probably could, but there wouldn't be as much detail in a smaller canvas as it is on this right here. I didn't have a canvas big enough for this idea at the time. And I didn't really have the money either or I couldn't justify buying a big canvas from like a Joanne Fabrics rip or or Michaels or wherever. So I worked with what I had, and what I had was, I think it's OSD sheeting. It's essentially compressed board, which I definitely don't recommend ever using that for a canvas or making a piece of artwork, because the process of actually getting this to the point to where I could paint on its surface, I had to put layers of, what is it called? In order for me to get it to the point to where I could paint on it, I had to put layers of gesso on it, layers of gesso on it, sand it, put more gesso on it, sand it. It was a process of putting gesso on it, letting it dry, sanding it down, and pouring more gesso on top of that. And I knew it was going to be enough gesso to where it was better for me to make the gesso rather than buy the gesso, which it's just plaster of Paris and paint. That's all it is. It's not at all hard to make. This painting was made with acrylic paints. I think Liquitex at the time. I can't remember for sure what brand of paints I used. I'm pretty sure it's Liquitex because that happened to be one of my favorite inexpensive acrylic paints. And I varnished it and I clear coated it with Gamvar Picture Finish by Gamblin. Then of course I framed it. The frame was a gift, which it's a beautiful frame, and wasn't painted. I painted it white. I think white fits it. Right now I like the white picture frame, but I might go back and change it up. But it was the only thing I could think to do. I don't want the picture frame to take away from the painting. If anything, I think it's fine. The only other thing I could think to do is maybe paint it black or maybe brown. I don't know. We'll see. There's two questions I get asked a lot about this painting. One, why did it take me so long to make this? And two, what's the meaning behind it? There's multiple reasons why it took me so long to consider this painting finished. Besides life, besides life events and other things that were going on, I would say the biggest reason it took me so long to finish this painting is because I was in no rush to finish it. I didn't make this painting with an intent to sell it, put it in a gallery, or anything at the time. I didn't make this painting with any real intention other than it was an idea I had, a thought I had, and I had to get it out. And that's simply it. It was art for art's sake. Like, that was the only reason I made it, is because I felt compelled to. I put a lot of detail into this painting, especially with the people underneath. There's a lot of detail. And that's one of the I'm really happy with it, how it turned out. I think it's one of my best acrylic paintings ever made. It's the best acrylic painting I've done, which now I've primarily moved on to oil paintings. which I really love my oils, but this is the best I think I've done with acrylics. Now, as to the meaning of this painting. I have been told this is my most political art piece. I wanted to make a painting that essentially represents greed. We see so many companies and individuals make decisions that hurt so many people, all for the sake of profit. With minor consequences, others with deadly consequences. I can give you some examples, like forcing your employees to work off the clock, making employees work during a fucking hurricane, cutting costing corners by not focusing on safety, costing people lives. Health insurance companies. Need I say more? Gouging after a natural disaster. Goes on and on. The majority of my work focuses more on internal struggles, while this one focuses on external struggles and external evils. There's a reason why greed is one of the seven deadly sins. It's because so much evil has been committed in the pursuit of wealth and power. I don't think, and I'm not saying if you're wealthy that you're evil. It's not the money that makes you evil. It's the decisions you have made to obtain that money, whether it makes you evil or not. And then I don't think anybody's 100% evil, but to justify so many awful things in the pursuit of your own benefit, I don't know how some people sleep.